Welcome back to our death series. This is episode number 15. Today we're going to talk about the DC plane crash and all the updates that we know this far. And so basically they said they're going to continue to, Mr. Fox, stop. They're going to continue to search for the different victims in the Potomac River. And they're saying that there's been no survivors from the disaster, and Trump also confirmed. He said that no one survived the crash. So believe your president, people. But they are continuing their efforts, to search for, I guess, different people's body, because they tried to say that it's not like their body is together. It's like different pieces everywhere, which is super duper sad. This is a very tragic time because we haven't had a plane crash in a very long time in the U.S. and especially a commercial airline. That never happens. However, we had a plane crash in January back so long ago. Let me look for that one. It'll be just a second. And also, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to like the video and don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to check out my previous Death Series episodes as well as my Prison Series, which is my most popular series. Okay, so 43 years ago, we had a plane crash in the Potomac River. And it was in January of 1982, and it has happened again, people. And that plane crash had left 78 people dead. Yeah, it's happened again. So it looks like history's repeating itself in some type of way. It's very sad. And the thing I want to say is, air traffic control people are it's supposed to be a job for smarter people. So hopefully, with Trump back in office, we blame Biden, of course, because that's what Trump said. Trump basically blamed Biden because he said, that the standards were lower when Biden was in office because all Biden cared about was policies. And, so they said, though, so far they've recovered at least 28 bodies. They're continually looking for the rest of the people. So they had a total of 60 passengers, and 4 crews were on board, and it collided in midair with the Army Black Hawk helicopter that was carrying 3 soldiers near Reagan National Airport in Washington, D.C., and this flight took off from ICT, which is Wichita, Kansas. And for those of you, you might not know what ICT is. That's the airport code for Wichita. And I used to live in Wichita, for those of you out there who don't know that information. And that was back in my military days. I used to work for the airlines too, where I had American airline benefits. So I do know what it's like to fly on American Airlines, and I would say that they haven't given the best service. That's what I will say. That it's not the greatest. That Delta, in my opinion, Delta is definitely worth everything and more. So that's what I have to say about that. And I work for a news station too, so of course I care. I love the news. I'm obsessed with the news, especially when it's topics like this that's so, instantly you just are drawn to it and you want to talk about it. And but they're saying that flights are pretty much resuming again this morning. And they said, the helicopter was on a training flight with a crew of 3 based at Fort Belvoir in Virginia, and they said that the people who were on the plane, they were top figure skaters from the United States and Russia, and they were on board the flight. You have to be wondering what has to be going through their mind as the crash is taking place. And Yeah, anyway, typically when planes crash, you automatically have to, know that, yeah, like, it's not going to be survivors. Because, yeah, that's pretty, like, especially in cold water. Come on now. Cold water, that cold, freezing water we're talking about. It doesn't look very good in those conditions. So, yeah, I'm not exactly shocked about that part. But yeah, when it's dark outside at nighttime, don't be surprised that people aren't able to see as well as, and then for making fast decisions too. And we don't know the experience of the pilot, but, for trying to avoid something coming to them. Yeah, but it's really sad how there's no survivors. And yeah, like, it would have been nice to have somebody, be able to speak about what happened aboard the flight, Yeah, it's really going to be difficult for the people's families because their lives are going to be changed forever. And, I'm sure we're going to have a lot of flight attendants and pilots not wanting to fly so much, or that they will think about resigning after seeing something like this happen in the U.S. And it had to have scared a lot of them because, this is your deepest fear if you're working in the airline industry and there's any type of crash that happens. You're scared, because this is something you've always wanted to avoid in your career. So it's super devastating. Let's see what else we want to say about this. And also, don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, we'll be talking more about whatever else they find about it. And yeah, I'm still in DC, And yeah, it's crazy all the stuff that we've had happen so far. And this terrible tragedy, it brings back memories from 1961 about the crash that they had, where they said 18 members of a national team were, killed. Okay, so let's see what else they're saying. Yeah, so, yes, some other person is talking about the crash from that time period. So, yeah, super duper sad, people. And I wish, the death series didn't have to be so tragic, but that's kind of what this series is about. And, yeah, it's very sad. But I will see you on the next one, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you have anything that you want to talk about, let's talk about it in the comments, you guys. And are you scared to fly after seeing something like this happen? If so, let's talk about it. Like, share, and subscribe.